Easter project, and two choices for you to either make an Easter egg or a cross. If you do a cross, you want to make sure that you use a ruler so you have some nice straight lines. And you'll see that whether you do the cross or the egg, I tried to fill my whole space going from edge to edge, so I have a nice big shape. All right. The first thing I would do is get a regular Sharpie or a fat Sharpie or a fat marker at home so that you can trace your picture, give it a nice outline. If you have colorful markers or Sharpies at home, maybe you want to do a nice colorful outline and do it with, you know, a nice spring color. So go ahead and pick one of these. I'm going to do the Easter egg with you today. So what I can do is I can either get some skinny markers or skinny Sharpies if I have them. If I don't have any of these, I could use some colored pencils or crayons. And we're going to be doing some pattern making on our Easter egg. All right, so we're going to use our markers or any other materials that we have at home to create some patterns on our either Easter egg or Easter cross, depending on which one you want to do. And it works really well if you have more than one size marker. Then you can do different widths and thicknesses. All right, so I want to think about different lines and shapes that I know that I can make my patterns with. And you can either start at the top or the bottom. So I'm going to start drawing my lines, and this is a zigzag line. You can think of other lines that you know to do as well. I can repeat that line more than once if I want. I can also skip some space and do it again. I also want to do some shapes, not just lines. I can make my shapes into lines by repeating them in a row. I could also draw them more randomly to fill up the space. Think of all the different types of lines and shapes that we have been learning about this year and how we can use them to fill up our Easter egg or our Easter cross to make them interesting. Try using lots of different colors. Maybe you even want to make a pattern with the kinds of colors you're using. And you're just coming in and filling in all of your spaces. When you're done with that, we can color them in using our colored pencils or our crayons. Add as many little details as you want. Remember, the main idea here is to have fun while you take a break from all your other schoolwork and get a chance to be creative. When you've done as many different details in your pattern as you would like to, then you can decide if you want to add some color to your picture with colored pencils or crayons, coloring in some of your shapes and designs that you've made. And I don't have to color in the whole picture unless I want to. I can just color in some of the shapes and details that I want, like so. If you want, when you're done, you can color around the egg or cross to make your picture stand out, or you could cut it out and glue it on a construction paper if you wanted. You can even use the way that you're coloring in your shapes to make more pattern. Like coloring every other one. Alright guys, have fun coloring and creating a fun pattern of lines and shapes on your egg or your cross. Finished this off and added some more color in some more spaces. I even did kind of like, I didn't necessarily fill the whole shape. I feel like it kind of makes it look like I tie-dye dipped my egg or something, kind of fun. The last thing I'm going to do is do something with the outside, so I can just color this or watercolor it. I could cut it out and glue it on another color paper if I have construction paper at home. I'm just going to color it with crowns because that's something that's easy to do that most of you should be able to do at home. So I just chose a light green because it reminded me of the grass, and that's where you hide Easter eggs. But any color would work. And again, you can either color it or watercolor it or cut it out and glue it on another paper. It just depends on what you have at home. But hopefully when you're all done, you like yours and it'll make you think of Easter. Sure, you post it on Google Classroom for me to see. You can share it on the Google stream too if you want your classmates to see it. And maybe put it on your fridge or just put it in a window to brighten somebody's day when they walk by. So still miss you guys and hope you enjoyed your project. Have a great Easter.